Hey, what's up, Guardians? It's your boy, Church of Caboose, and welcome back to my corner of the internet. This video, we're going to talk real quick about ways to farm for the silver leaves and then the silver ashes that are needed in order to farm for high stat armor that is only available right now in the Solstice of Heroes event for summer of 2022. Might talk just a little bit about why you want to do this stuff as well, and maybe if it's efficient or not, but mostly it's going to be focusing on the farm stuff. So if you want to get that high stat armor without running the EAZ or activities with, your mind shut off and you're just hating your life, then this is a good video for you. So in order to farm for this high stat armor, we need some materials. You're gonna need kindling, you're gonna need silver leaves, and you're gonna have to be able to run EAZ stuff to turn those things into silver ash. All right, and when you have all these things, you're able to farm for high stat armor because you're gonna be able to pick what you want to have stat wise be at plus 20 on that armor piece that you rekindle when it's at the max rank. The reason you need the kindling is because in order to make the armor be the max rank so you can get plus 20 in the armor stats is you have to have the kindling, right? So you got to do the event challenges within the event book, and that's that. And you'll probably get some of those done while doing this farm. But to farm for the silver leaves, this is what you need to get silver ash, you want to go ahead and take advantage of the Little Ghost story mission in the Witch Queen campaign. You want to run that all the way up to just before the very end. This is the mission where you're trying to find Sagira's ghost shell and all that good stuff. All right, so you're gonna kill the boss in that room, but do not interact with the statue where you would pick up Sagira's shell. All right, instead go to orbit, regroup and whatever, and then fly in. When you're flying in, change characters, be on a different character, so you save the checkpoint on the one that originally got to that position in the story mission in the first place. So you all three land, you're all three in that zone, right? And then you interact with the statue, and all three of you, after the way too much talking happens in the story mission, will get 14 or 15 of those silver leaves. All right, and then once that happens, you go to orbit. The original fire team member that's keeping the checkpoint switches to that character. Everyone joins on hit that guardian with the checkpoint. They fly in. Maybe while you're flying in, to the story mission, the person with the checkpoint changes characters to whatever class they're wanting to do this with, and then you just repeat that over and over while keeping the checkpoint, and that is how you get these silver leaves without having to do a ton of work. All right, then once you have 100 silver leaves, you can't hold anymore, so now you gotta burn them all and turn it into silver ash. To make it silver ash, you have to run the EAZ public event thingy that's for this event in the summer, the Solstice of Heroes. Okay, then the way you make that, where you turn all those leaves into ash in one run, is you gotta do a thing that someone by the name of Haterade showed me. He actually taught me all this stuff. I appreciate it. He's gonna be putting out some videos on in-depth about the armor builds and exactly what this all means and why it's good and all that. But he taught me all this stuff. All right, when you're in the EAZ, you can infinitely dunk these orbs, and then that will be what turns your leaves into ash. All right, so hopefully we're still tracking here. All right, so when you're in the EAZ, all you gotta do is you need to have at least one Titan in your fire team, and they need to run Behemoth. They want to have on aspects and all that gives the most tectonic plates possible. You're gonna probably want to run the Titan exotic, I think it's called Horse Frost, that turns your barrier into a wall of stasis. So when you load in, you kill the ignition guy that has the core. That dude picks up the core, but do not throw it at the bonfire. What the Titan with Behemoth is going to do is they're going to throw up that barrier or that glacial grenade and shatter it with their weapons, and so it creates tectonic plates. You need between 8 and 10 of them. Then that Titan will pick up the orb or the core and run through those 8 to 10 tectonic plates. And then you're going to slide at the bonfire, and when you do the slide, you do the melee thing that turns the ground in front of you into a stasis wall, and that for some reason counts as dunks, and it's multiple of them. And then that Titan just repeats it over and over and over. If you have 2 Titans, both people can do it. If you have 3, all 3 can do it, but eventually you gotta beat the mission, so it doesn't hurt to have someone just kind of going through and progressing things. And you just want to do that as many times as you can. When you have one guy maybe killing the boss, making it weak, and you just kind of take your time. Let the other team just do as many as they possibly can, and then when they feel like it, they're like, cool, kill it, you kill it, and then in theory, if you did this right, you will have those 100 leaves will turn into 500 silver ash, and that is the farm. All right, then you can turn that ash into focusing in that fully upgraded armor piece into whatever you want. All right, the key to getting the highest stat armor pieces you possibly can is you're going to want to decide what ability or what stat do you want to have at plus 10 on your armor and put that on your ghost. And then you want to decide what do I want to have as plus 20 and use that when you re-roll with the silver ash. So if you want to have 10 maybe on your discipline, you go to your ghost, go to the part of your ghost for the mods. It's like, hey, you get increased discipline when you find armor, and equip that on your ghost. Then you go ahead and go to the armor piece and just hover over it, look for where it says discipline, and it'll be by plus 20. Re-roll it with that silver ash, and then just see what you get. This is a great way to farm high stat rolled armor. Of course, artifice armor is better. Farming Master Keitel, depending on the team, can be faster, but this is the most guaranteed way. Even with Artifice Armor, you're not guaranteed to have plus 10 in one spot and plus 20 or more in another spot, so this still works out pretty well, but it is kind of boring, right? If you do this the way Bungie intended, it takes forever, and it's really monotonous, so take advantage of this little cheese farm thing now while you can. Bungie did patch the first one. There was a different story mission that allowed you to do this, and for right now, Bungie forgot or just didn't do the little ghost story mission, and so right now this is working pretty well. Going forward, in case the Bungie patches this again, any story mission from the Witch Queen campaign will work as long as there's some kind of a checkpoint after you kill the boss and we're interacting with an NPC or something is what ends the mission. Okay, that's why these story missions have worked, because in this one you kill the boss, but the mission's not over in the little ghost, and so you interact with the statue, and so that's how it saves that checkpoint, and you can just do that over and over. So if they do patch little ghosts, you can do this on a different story mission. First have to figure out which one it is that actually has this interaction with the NPC to end it, just like the first two. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you click the like button as well as subscribe to my channel. I would also suggest you guys check out Haydraid. He and I follow each other, or at least I think he follows me. We interact at least on Twitter, and I follow him, so that's an easy way to find him, because you can check out my Twitter and then find him there, or just search him, look him up. Like you saw his gamer tag pop up a bunch of times. It's the same thing on Twitter. Alright, so you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you click the like button. Just a friendly, quick recap here. In order to farm the silver leaves, this is what you need to have in order to get silver ash. You use the story mission. In order to farm the silver ash, once you have 100 silver leaves, you go into the EAZ and you have a Titan with Behemoth, and you just farm that core thing over and over as many times as possible, so you only need to run one EAZ thing, because it'll turn those 100 leaves into 500 ash, or just run the EAZ as normal until it all turns into ash. Alright, thank you guys all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to click the like button as well as subscribe to my channel, because you know that's a free thing to do and it makes my day. Have a great week and happy grinding, y'all.